Today we're talking about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, the big announcements that came out from Marvel, and some chin scratchers and some other random stuff that we've done while we've been away. Hello and welcome to Beer League Benchwarmers, a podcast about our random thoughts. And we said, hey, why not? Let's record it. Whole gang here. John, Jake,
Hey,
Rick, Kyle.
that's
Welcome,
me.
everybody.
What do you guys?
Been a while.
Yep. Been a bit.
Just that. Oh
Enjoying
yeah.
summer. Well, most of you guys have been.
Yeah, I've gone on a couple trips.
Yeah.
Kyle's been camping.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys about that. We'll wait till later though. This is crazy.
We should have a summer recap episode in like August, at the end of August.
I'm not gonna remember that by then, but okay. Summer recap.
It was that good of a party.
Yeah.
I mean, from all the videos I saw of Puddin' Bay, I mean, I saw you there taking belly shots and everything. So,
Yeah. Backstory: Kyle went to Put-in Bay, Ohio, which, if I know correctly, that's northern Ohio, like right on the lake there.
It's near Google Maps. I don't know. You drive there and then you go on a ferry.
yeah, it's
From
on
what
an
the
island.
locals say, that is where the partying happens in like Cleveland area.
Are those the
Yep.
little islands that we looked at renting before? You can rent the islands. Yeah.
Oh, that's in Canada. We were looking at those.
I thought it was in Ohio. I thought there was no.
No. I still kind of want to get back to that. I have a adventure to share with you guys if you guys want to possibly join. But we can get to it here, or we can get to it later. I don't care. It's not like it's super.
I'm in the mood for adventure.
All right, cool. So, some guys at work, we're talking about traveling to go golfing and / partying, whatever. But like Peak and Peak we went to. We're talking like south. Like we were looking into Florida, Georgia, something like that during like the colder months up here. Although I think it's gonna be October, November-ish time. Nope, nothing's set in stone. Right now it's just all brainstorming.
So road trip or flying?
I don't know. Maybe road trip.
Well, it depends on where it is, because I'm not driving to Florida.
How do you get your
You
clubs?
can fly.
Yeah.
Huh?
How would you get your clubs? Like, how would you?
You can check them in as bags.
Yeah. How do you keep them like in the club bag? You have to buy like a.
You can buy travel cases.
You can put on it. Yeah.
There's a travel case.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody at work about it because he's a big golfer. I was like, "Hey, have you ever traveled?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, how is it?" He's like, "Oh man, you check it in. You got to have 150 pounds, just like any other bag." It's like if it's not, you take out your golf balls and stuff like that, and you just put in your carry on. I was like, "Oh man, that's a really good idea." I would have just like started throwing out golf clubs instead. Like, I don't know why.
I thought it was like, do you take your 9-iron on the plane?
I don't need this 8-iron. I don't
Yeah,
need this
this
pitching
putter.
wedge. I don't need this putter.
I'm not gonna hit it in the sand. I don't need this.
Storing your golf balls. Hey, that's a really good idea. You just saved me hundreds of dollars.
You know what I never understood? Just not to get off topic about that, but they tell you, your bag can't be over 50 pounds, but you can put it in your carry-on. That's still going to go on the plane where it's going to be the same fucking weight anyways.
I think it's more or less weight transfer or something like that. I don't know. That's just me guessing.
It's probably just
I couldn't fucking tell you. Yeah, it's all money scam. But yeah, he's just like, yeah, you do that, and then you put it on the belt, and then you pray. I was like, you pray? He's like, yeah, if they don't handle your golf bags any more careful than they handle your suitcases. I was like, oh, that'd be so scary.
Then you got to worry about it not getting there. Oh, I'm going to
I was
play
gonna
golf.
say, yeah,
with
if
no
they
golf
lose them,
balls.
you gotta get the rental.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do the course rental. Because a buddy of mine, his brother has a condo on a golf course in Florida. So like,
Does he
man,
have
that'd be
really,
so
really
cool.
thick windows?
Oh, for the golf balls coming in? I don't know why I was starting to think sexually. I don't know.
Okay.
But like, it's like a 3-bedroom, but like, so I don't know exactly where we're going. I think right now it's like 4 of us, maybe 5 of us going. So that's like if you guys came, like we could have 2 foursomes going. But yeah, I have no idea where. I have no idea when. It's just kind of like it was an idea. I was like, man, we should really fucking do that. Like I've been starting to get back into golfing and like really enjoying it. And like it'd be like I suck at golfing too, but I like drinking. And probably the courses that we'll go to will not be cheap, but they'll have cart girls.
Oh,
And I'll enjoy that.
I don't.
But
golf.
like what's that?
I don't golf, but I'll go.
Yeah, well, it's like we figure probably it'd be like a weekend thing, like a Friday to Sunday thing. Like one day would be golfing, and the rest is just gonna be like hanging out, drinking, and shit like that. Yeah, whatever, wherever we are.
It'll be like 60, and we'll be like super hot because we're used to this super cold weather. So we'll go to the beach.
If it's December, fuck yeah, it won't be.
Yeah,
It'll be nice to me. Coming up on a record breaker 25th day in a row of 100+ temperatures here.
Whew. It sucks living in a hot state, don't it?
Sure does.
Yeah.
Taking over snow any day.
I was gonna say at least you can live in that.
Yeah.
Oh God, that sucks. Well,
yeah, that's my possible adventure for the fall/winter.
Yeah,
Well,
sounds
If you
good.
guys want to
Kind
join.
of cool.
Sounds good.
I
I'd
did
be
golf
game.
at Hutton Bay. There's a tiny little golf course, par 3,
Sure
basically.
is. Yep.
And it's really bad. It's a really bad golf course. But that's fine because that means no one was there, so I didn't have to
I'm
hurt.
bad. My standards of golf courses are very low.
One of them was like 200 yards or so, and everything besides the green was weeds. So
Weeds.
if you didn't hit it onto the green directly, you just were screwed. But yeah, it was a good time. Also, interestingly, on Button Bay, everyone drives around in golf carts. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Except
Sure
on the golf course. You can't have golf carts on the golf course.
Yeah, I'm not surprised there.
No?
Usually par 3s usually don't have too many golf carts.
Okay, that's fair.
Really?
A couple of them that I played, yeah. Or only
Newfane
push.
had them. Gothic Hills got them. The Audubon.
See,
and
last
Amherst
time I went to
got 'em.
Gothic Hill, they never had them.
Oh yeah, they have a whole fleet of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't been to a golf course that doesn't have golf carts.
Ooh,
But
I
it's
have.
also they probably to limit people stealing them.
Stealing the golf carts?
Yeah, you don't think that people would do that?
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
expensive, bro.
You're
My
not
My parents paid.
registered or
My
anything,
parents
so-
paid $5,000.
Yeah, you just drive right off.
Grandfathers. Yeah. What they
Drive
do is
right
take it
off and
home
hang
and
out with
plug it
everybody
in.
else that's got golf carts.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on if it's gas or electric, all you do is just take it home and plug it in or put gas in it. You're good to go.
Yeah, these were all the golf carts were registered. We had license plates and stuff. They're all speed limited. Very strange, but tons of people driving drunk in golf carts, but it was fine.
You should steal a golf cart.
You should what?
Okay. Stealing? Hey, there's some like fucking awesome ones. Like
I know
one
where
of my
there's one in
trips-
Newfane.
I know where there's one now too. In Ohio, when we were there for our trip, my cousin's neighbor had one. It was fucking like a 10-seater and like off-road tires, all this shit. It's like, oh yeah, all the bells and whistles. I wanted to steal it right then and there.
Did you say
Then I almost hit my
10-seater?
dog. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
it was a
Doesn't make a
huge fucking
difference.
thing. It was like it was basically an off-roader.
Which,
Oh.
not to go off topic, but they use a lot of golf carts at the plant that I work at down here. And all of them all have those off-road tires. I'm like, and like they look like they have nice rims on. I'm like, what the fuck is the company spending this money on these ugly ass golf carts for?
They don't care. They'd rather give it to the golf carts than us.
Right? They think
Yep.
you're not at work and they're gonna fire you.
Did I miss
I
something?
don't know where I work. All right, what do we got? Kenobi?
Yeah. So
Kenobi!
the
Kenobi.
Disney Plus series,
Hello there.
the well-anticipated series
Hello
that has
there.
been predicted that it was coming out, finally came out and has finished. It was the series about the stories about Obi-Wan Kenobi after the end of the episodes 1, 2, and 3. So a little bit of a storyline on where Kenobi's been and what happened. And
10 years later.
is that what it was?
I think so. Because the kid was walking and stuff. And talking. The
Takes
kids.
10 years to walk.
Yeah, I don't know anything about kids.
Which
When do they start doing tricks?
Like what, a dog? Like a dolphin?
Yeah, dolphins and kids do tricks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how old that is.
I
But
kind
anyway.
of thought it was kind of funny that so the Kenobi series takes place that time 10 years after the end of the episode 3. This is also the same time that Han Solo's story takes place, and Han Solo is like the same age as Kenobi, or kind of, or a little bit younger, and Leia's 10.
Yeah. Pretty big age.
It's best not to think of things like that in Star Wars universe.
Just galaxy far, far away. Like you don't know what rules are there.
Yeah, Han Solo is, I think, 10 years older than Luke and Leia.
Okay.
Kenobi is a bit older, but yeah.
So
it's just-
in the movies, she's like 20. In the episode 4, or whatever, A New Hope, or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're 19 in that one. And then
And he's
Han
29.
Solo, yeah, somewhere around.
Legal.
Yeah, it's not bad, but still, it's just
It's space.
Have you guys met a 19-year-old recently?
No,
They're-
they're
yes.
weird.
They're so young. It's ridiculous. They used to be like normal age, but now they're super young. It's weird how that happens.
Weird people.
about a 19-year-old. It's 6'7".
There you go.
My nephew.
Oh.
And his brother, who's
kind
six,
of illegal.
his brother, who's 6'5", who's 14. Yeah.
Do they still need baby seats at that age? Like car
Yep.
seats?
Yeah.
Oh man, they're gonna need like special ones.
Sean's family's growing avatars.
Fucking basketball stars, what they're doing. They're growing.
I guess.
All right, so Kenobi, did you guys enjoy it? 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean there was definitely dull moments or dry moments, like a little bit slow in areas, but for the most part, yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I think my favorite episode besides the finale was the 3rd episode when Vader showed up and scared the fuck out of you. It's like, holy shit.
Mhm.
Could scare Kenobi too, but
Oh, yeah.
There were definitely good and bad parts. I think it was a little long for how much happened. I think they could have used either more side plots or a shorter runtime. But the stuff with Anakin and Obi-Wan interacting was fantastic, especially the season finale. Spoilers. The scene where he's like his face is chopped, his
Mhm.
mask is chopped, and you can hear both what is his name? James Earl Jones.
Earl Jones and
That was
Christensen.
freaking fantastic.
Yes, that gave me
scene was
chills,
amazing.
dude.
Yeah.
Chills.
It was a cool idea and it was super well executed.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic.
There is no Anakin anymore.
It was like the meme that I sent you guys.
Yeah. Don't throw the high ground
The-
onto.
you had the high ground. What did you do? I threw it at him.
Oh.
I've seen other of memes like of old Obi-Wan talking to Luke, and he's like, if you ever encounter Darth Vader, just get to the high ground. He hates that.
Make sure you let him know too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some really good parts, and I like Obi-Wan as a character. But yeah, there was
too.
It was given it wasn't super crazy. Like there was definitely Disney's had better shows, especially I like Mandalorian a lot more. I think with the they were a little more ambitious with like the settings and the side plots and stuff. But yeah, overall, I liked it.
With that being said, you've had Mandalorian, had Kenobi, and you've had Boba Fett. Right, those are the 3 Disney Plus series so far. You got was it Andor starting up here in August? It's gonna be a 10-episode.
Is that like and/or?
No.
Okay.
If anybody's wondered why we haven't done one in like a podcast in like 2 months, that's a good reason why. Anywho, where do you rank the 3?
Ooh.
Boba Fett's last.
Fett should be last on everybody's list, and if it's not, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's last on my list because I never watched it. So
I just think about
so many bad moments. The spinning shot.
The what?
When he spun and then took a shot.
Okay.
I think about that so many times. I think that was the season finale too, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
He spins.
But yeah, there's the joke
online. Those hipsters.
Those guys were so cool though. They were like the Power Rangers.
They were.
Rick, you were gonna say something.
Yeah, Boba Fett. I thought the series was terrible. I don't know, terrible. It was bad. It wasn't that good. There were parts that were good, but really not. Like if they did, I wish that they would do a series just on Fennec Chan. Like that's the kind of thing. Like that. My biggest takeaway from Obi-Wan was, so you started with Mandalorian, right? And it's a show about a Mandalorian not doing Mandalorian things. And then you have Boba Fett, but he's not really Boba Fett. He's like a new Boba Fett. And then you have Obi-Wan, and guess what? He's not really Obi-Wan. So like, which I understand. The Obi-Wan one I understand more.
Yeah, right, okay.
Because he was hiding, so it's different.
He had to.
Yeah, it's like it's
for
another
the plot. He had to.
Yeah,
and we saw on screen his world ending, basically.
Yeah, so like I understand the Obi-Wan one, but like it's just funny that once it's a third show where the character is basically, it's like they wrote a new character for him. But I didn't mind Obi-Wan. I hope, supposedly there's big rumor that they are going to be going into a season.
Okay, good. I was going to ask that actually.
To which I'm kind of, I mean, there is a lot that happens between now and when Luke shows up that Obi-Wan does. Like he begins training again. I don't really know what he does as far as like interacting with people. But I mean, I was kind of hoping that, we were going to see some awesome fucking just Obi-Wan being a badass, but he really wasn't there up until the season finale. But it was cool watching his growth back into Force using and shit. Like they did a great job with that. Even with, something that I haven't heard anybody talk about it, but like I know that's like in Star Wars previously, that's pretty much how it works. If you notice in the very beginning, before he starts using the Force, he can't shoot. Like he misses all of his shots. And then after he starts using the Force again, like when they're on that weird the planet with the spy, the Imperial spy where Darth Vader shows up, he's hitting everybody with the shots. Because they use the Force to guide the bullets too. So like that was
cheating.
Yeah, I would do
Jedis use the Force for everything. They use it for cooking, for pooping, for like laundry.
Could you imagine
the Force poop?
You just Force throw a poop.
That'd be awesome.
What did you say about my bantha?
I always thought it was funny that in episode 3 when Kenobi killed General Grievous and he shot him, he goes, so uncivilized or whatever. It was with a gun. He hated using guns, and then he was using guns again.
But he was a general, so like he had to be good at that stuff.
Was anybody else? I was fully expecting the season to end with him going back to work and then just doing something with the Force to that dickhead boss that they had. Was anybody else expecting? Like
I wasn't expecting that because that didn't seem like him.
No, I was hoping.
It didn't seem like his character. If it was like Anakin, when he was training, then yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
but he's supposed to be more civilized than that, I guess. That's that. That type of tomfoolery is supposed to be beneath him.
He's like Space Jesus. He turns the other cheek.
I don't want a second season. I don't want it to get watered down to the point where we start to not like it.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know. I mean, other than having Obi-Wan back doing awesome Obi-Wan shit, I don't think the story would really be there because it's it's going to be them writing. Because, I mean, right now you have exactly like Leia knew who he was, right? And that's why she said, "You're my only hope." Well, now you know why he was her only hope because of what he'd done previously.
Yeah.
So now anything new is going to be completely new that they're going to have to
many plot holes.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out how to, shoehorn all of an entire new season in. It would be great to see Obi-Wan be a badass, but I don't think it'd be worth possibly fucking up an entire storyline.
And that's the thing, is like, you don't want a season of him just being a badass, because then it's going to be, well, why wasn't he feared come episode 4?
Yeah.
Like, how come he wasn't being talked about like Luke Skywalker's legend was being talked about? Like in Mandalorian, when Luke Skywalker shows up, that guy, the bad guy, I can't even think what his name is, with the dark saber. He was scared shitless because at that point it was of myth and legend, and then he shows up. Where like Obi-Wan's walking the hallways of the fucking Death Star, like, oh, there's a homeless man again from the trash dump and all that. Like, it's just you add another season, it's gonna add the risk, and there is tons of risk with Disney doing them, of adding plot holes. And I just don't want, like, right now it's pretty nicely lined up for the most part. Like, it's good enough. And I'd like seeing Ewan McGregor doing he does a great job being Obi-Wan, but I love his voice.
It's so good.
Yeah, I just don't want to risk ruining that.
I have some thoughts, but Sean, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I said what I liked.
Two things. First off, Liam Neeson in the series, like, it didn't really add anything. Like, oh no, he can't see him Leeson. See him Leeson. He can't see Liam Neeson. And now he went through some changes, and he forgave himself for killing Anakin, and now he can. But nothing. It doesn't seem consequential. Like, it didn't really add anything to the story. It was okay. But if they
that's
do another
where season 2 would be.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah. So Liam Neeson being involved, is he still alive?
Yes.
Liam Neeson?
That could be cool, seeing Liam Neeson do more Force.
Kyle was just in the show.
Yeah. Who are you looking at?
They do deep
It wasn't his actual ghost.
They do deep fakes all the time for things.
We captured his ghost. Keep rolling, guys. Let's go.
Yeah. Disney's got all kinds of technology, man.
They do, actually, surprisingly. All of the Darth Vader lines with James Earl Jones, that was not actually James Earl Jones talking. It was computer generated. Yeah, they're able to take his voice.
I stand corrected, Kyle. Sorry.
And make it.
He's pretty old. I think he's in his 90s.
He's very old. So. Now, I mean, something that's cool about that is that, I mean, 50 years from now, they could make a Darth Vader show and it'll be James Earl Jones talking, but it's not really him. It's cool, but it's also
his estate will make money off of it too.
Yeah, it's mildly terrifying though.
What do you want to see Darth Vader do in a TV show?
I want to see him
parties.
Do you ever watch Rogue One?
Yes.
Okay, I want that final fucking 2 minutes of him walking down a hallway, but as a full season of him just annihilating people.
Okay.
That's what I want. Like, because that's what I was expecting going into Mandalorian, was watching a Mandalorian be a Mandalorian, which they're a bunch of just pricks with guns.
How about
that's what I was hoping for. But then he found a baby and he became a dad.
Was it Three Guys and a Baby or something like that? Wasn't that?
Yeah, that all super old TV show.
Yeah.
The movie, yeah.
Okay. But they could do a show, because there's some freaking crazy politics going on in the Empire. So they could do a House of Cards style show where it's like some nobody trying to make it to the top. And then Darth Vader's like the head honcho. Obviously, he's not going to be higher than that. So you just see Darth Vader walk in and kill people all the time. But yeah, I don't know.
I think if you make politics the main plot, I don't think Star Wars would do good.
Probably not.
No, just look at episode 1 where politics was the main plot.
Yeah. Like most of those episodes, the early ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like some weird convoluted. It was like trade agreements and stuff. I'm talking like a grasp for power, trying to step on people so that you get ahead, kind of thing. Could be different, but
I do like the beginning when you first start episode 1 of Kenobi. It says, you know, some of these images may be disturbing. Which is like, all right, it's Star Wars, whatever. And then it immediately starts and the kids getting slaughtered. I'm just like, oh, this is how we're starting? Like,
Yeah.
okay, like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Adding the clone trooper begging for money, I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Like I saw somewhere on social media, it was like,
Forgot about that.
this shows the transition from Anakin to Darth Vader, because Anakin wouldn't have treated his soldiers like that, where Darth Vader would.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, it's a nice like touch, and I know that guys like, or that clone trooper character is an actual character in one of like the sagas. I can't remember what it is, but I didn't, because it was one of the cartoon ones, and I never got into those ones.
Probably from the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
There's a lot of clones in the Clone Wars. Go figure. But yeah, the other point I was gonna make is I don't know if I need another Obi-Wan show. I do like Obi-Wan, but again, we have so much Obi-Wan content already. Plot holes. I don't care that much about plot holes, but at a certain point, it's kind of ridiculous. So
yeah, well, if it's about a whole world, then it shouldn't be riddled with plot holes.
Yeah.
If it was a standalone show and it had plot holes, whatever. That's how shows are. But if we're talking connections between series to series to series to series, sagas and sagas and sagas, it shouldn't be riddled with plot holes. The occasional, okay, fine, but you add more. I want to see an Ahsoka, which I know they're doing one, but like I'd rather see that take off than an Obi-Wan season 2.
And one thing they could do without adding plot holes, because there's a history of Leia being higher up in the rebellion. They could do a season where she's like, doing stuff with the rebellion. There's probably some interesting stories to tell there.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably do that. And she heads to, was it Tatooine that Luke's at? And you kind of see him in the crowd or whatever, and he just doesn't want to join the rebellion. Like, you could do some like cameo type stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't. The rebellion. I think there's a TV show about the rebellion I haven't seen called like Star Wars Rebels.
They have a Star Wars Rebels, and then there's another Star Wars one. I tried to watch Rebels, and it was
it's not good. I guess it gets really good at the end.
Yeah,
but I tried watching it. I couldn't. Characters I didn't like.
Yeah, same thing.
The
with
illustrations I didn't like.
Yeah, Andor is supposed to be. I'm excited about Andor because that is basically it's the beginning of the rebellion.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so this will be. I think it'll be a fun one. People didn't like Rogue One because of, I guess, there really wasn't like Jedis and Force using, but I think that's what Andor is basically going to be. I loved Rogue One. I think Rogue One is one of my all-time favorite Star Wars films. Solo, yeah, there really wasn't any Force using in that either. But I mean, that's why like Solo was supposed to be an entire trilogy, and they basically said we're not going to do it because people didn't like the. I think it's stupid. Solo. I thought Solo was great. I think it's horrendous that you could. I mean, because you wrote it with a complete, you're expecting Darth Maul to show, he was in it. So now you're just going to leave that there and not do anything with it?
Now
like,
you have to kind of add them into a different show like Andor or something like that.
Yeah, so I thought that was very stupid. But Andor is, it'll be the beginning of the rebellion. I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay. I didn't know that's what Andor was about.
Yeah. Well, he was the main character. Well, main character. I don't know. Not really the main character, but he was the dude from Rogue One, Cassian Andor, who had the robot. Which
I thought it was a place.
Huh?
I thought Andor was a place.
No, Cassian Andor from in Rogue One. He's the guy that had the awesome what the hell was his name?
K2SO.
Yeah, K2SO robot, the super fucking
Yeah, the guy that
one.
Yeah, I forget the actor that played
Did you
him.
know that wasn't me? After he shoots the same droid.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved that. K2SO was one of my favorite characters.
Right? Hell yeah.
That was a good movie. Yeah, I liked Solo and I liked Rogue One. I liked them a hell of a lot better than I liked the new trilogy.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
Sucks.
Yep. I haven't watched the last
I mean, yeah.
trilogy. I have not
It's
watched
fun
it.
watching interviews. Like there are interviews of like Boyega and the guy that does not Finn, but the other guy, I can't even think of what his name is. And they just like make fun of it.
Yeah.
Like the
Oscar
one guy's
Isaac?
just like, Oscar Isaac. He was like, hey, would you ever want to be a part of the Disney Plus shows? He's like, absolutely not. And he's basically, I don't want anything to do with Star Wars anymore because of how those movies, that trilogy was done. It was done terribly.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill was very critical about him too.
Yeah.
He was like, I had to change the Luke, like how I did Luke Skywalker because that's how they wrote him.
Yeah, it's one of the first things he said was that that's not my Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which sucks, but
and it's like people are like, well, to redo it. And it's like you can't just forget them though.
Yeah.
No.
I
Like
think
how can you be like,
can...
we're gonna do episode 7.2? Like what do you do with that?
That was basically conspiracy theory because in Rebels, there is talk, they don't say it directly, but basically there's time travel and Ahsoka gets saved through time travel. So there was a thought that they were going to basically turn this last trilogy into it's not canon. What's the other word for it? Because canon is where it's actually part of the
I know
story,
what you're
right?
talking about.
Yeah,
I hate time travel.
Yeah, they're gonna remove
I hate
it.
that's the solution to all these things.
Yeah.
We can't get all the stones. That's time travel.
Yeah.
Like,
but that was the thought because it happens in Rebels. They use time travel. So I hope that they don't just take the loss. Take the loss, and then you know what? If you make
it 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, if you make it 10, I'll go watch 10 and hope that it's better. I still probably won't watch 9.
I just hope it's not the same freaking family fighting for the same power struggle. I want something new.
And that's like it was 7, 8, 9 was banking on, all right, Mark Hamill's coming back, Harrison Ford's coming back. Like there were so many other characters that like came back. And it's just like that shouldn't be the reason to be doing these movies.
Yeah.
You should have like a legit storyline to do these movies. If you don't, wait till you do.
Mm-hmm. Like the new, I don't know how you guys feel about it. I haven't been keeping up with it, but there's a new Jurassic Park coming out. With what's his name? The guy who talks like life.
It's the original cast, not just him.
Yeah. Okay. And everyone's really
three
excited.
main guys from the first Jurassic Park are in this movie.
Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, and I forget the girl's name.
Yeah, and for some, I personally am like, I don't care, because I've seen that movie already. It was a good movie, and I could rewatch it. Yeah. So I don't know. And maybe it'll be good. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bad because it hasn't the old actors in it, but I don't think it's gonna be good because it has the old actors.
It's already on streaming services because of how bad it was, and it came out in June.
Already streaming.
Oh man.
Yeah, but like, there are places you can get it. It did not do good at all, and I like buddy that I work with. I told him I was like, it's gonna be bad, and he's like, no, you don't talk crap about the Jurassic Park series. They're the best. Blah blah blah. I was like, watch the trailer. They're going off of nostalgia alone.
Yeah,
that's it.
Just bringing them back. That was what they were banking on, that would work, them being back.
So, dude, nostalgia will throw in some dinosaurs. And he watched it opening night. He comes back to work the next day. He's like, how was it? He's like, fuck you. And I was like, I was 100% right, wasn't I? And he's like, pretty much, yeah. Like there's just it was just really bad. And that's coming from a guy that holds that series, that saga, up to the highest of credits.
Damn. The first day too. Usually there's like some, when you watch something, you're like, that was good. And then a few days later, you're like, well, maybe it wasn't.
Which is how I was with the new Spider-Man.
Oh,
like, oh, that was really good. And then like you think about it, it's like, all right, that was banking off nostalgia alone as well.
it was a good experience though. It was
Yes.
maybe not a good movie, but a good experience.
I don't think that the newest Spider-Man was that bad, though. I don't think it was compared to.
Right. It's not to that low of
Yeah.
a level.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I as much as I would like to see it again, I'm not like bending over backwards to go watch it.
Yeah, it was fun though. Watched it. I think we watched it in theaters, right?
Yeah, we went to theaters too.
Yeah, and people clapping about Andrew Garfield and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, exactly. The nostalgia part of it. And then when you walk away, it's like, oh man, seeing Andrew Garfield, tell me what, like everything that was talked about after watching the movie it was nice seeing that guy again. It was nice seeing that character again. It was nice seeing that character again. It wasn't like, man, that story was so cool.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't. It was, hey, that movie almost ended in the first 15 minutes when he was first talking to Doctor Strange. And then we watched it for 2.5 more hours. And then he eventually did the same exact thing he was going to do with Doctor Strange at the 15-minute mark. That's because that's what the plot was. Yeah. And the in-between fluff was the nostalgia.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why it's like the first couple Spider-Man movies, it was nice because it had a plot. And like the last, like you can see it was building towards that last scene of the newest Spider-Man, which I can't even think of what the hell it was called at this point. No Way Home? Yeah, No Way Home. Far From Home, the second one. So the last scene of him being, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man instead of being Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So it's like everything was building to that moment. But if you can't talk about like that was a good movie overall and all you're talking about is nice seeing that guy, that character, that guy, then it's just like, all right, it's not that great of a movie. It was cool to see them, but it doesn't hold water as a great movie.
Yeah,
it's great casting. That's what it is. Movie. It's great casting.
Yeah, I'll get behind that. I still had fun though. I don't think every movie needs to be great. I think some of them, especially the blockbuster movies, can just be fun.
Well, I mean, it goes into the phase 4 of Marvel has been very highly criticized, I guess. And that's why it's like, I think I even said like, oh, Spider-Man's pretty good, but it's just like, it's great casting.
It's like
series have been okay. Some series have been a lot better than others. Some series are just wastes of time for a 5-minute clip in a 6-episode series. Miss Marvel is one of them.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
I did not like Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Do we want to transition?
Terrible. Let's transition into MCU. Let's see. Any closing comments about Kenobi?
Nope.
John? No.
It was good.
John looks so tiny.
I know.
Yeah, like
sorry, I have to sit back on my back right now.
You're good.
Almost looks like the beginning of the casting couch videos. I really need this job. My boyfriend doesn't know I'm here.
Speaking of that, I saw a funny TikTok that was the other day. It was famous couches from our childhood, and it was the Simpsons couch, SpongeBob couch, Steve's couch, and then the casting couch. Everyone's like, I don't know what that last one is. And someone jumped in. I was like,
yeah, you're lying. Steve's couch? Who's Steve?
Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues. Oh, okay.
That was not a couch. That was like a lazy boy chair.
That was a lazy. That was a chair.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Couch, chair, same difference.
No,
you sit in it.
Sitware or whatever. All right, Marvel.
They came out with some crazy shit here yesterday.
Yeah, I will say I have not seen the new Doctor Strange or the Thor, and I will say the new Thor to me does not look good, even just in previews. I know some things that happen in the new Doctor Strange. I'm not really shy to spoilers, so if people want to say spoilers, go ahead. But that's my opinion.
Spoilers.
Who else hasn't seen it? Just you, Jake?
I guess so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they made crap loads of announcements.
Want me to start with announcements and then go from there?
What phase are we even in?
We're in phase 4.
35.
Was phase 3 the Infinity War and Endgame, and then phase 5?
And Spider-Man, I think it was technically. All right, you know what? Why don't I type this up?
Okay.
Let me look on the Disney Plus app.
Okay. But either way, I personally, I'm excited because I think they're willing to take more risks now that they told like the big superhero story. Disney seems to finally be willing to like tell different types of stories. In my opinion, at least like with WandaVision and Loki, the TV shows in particular, I really like those ones. And those are considered phase 5 or something, right? Or is that phase 4?
All right, Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home was the end of phase 3.
Yep. Okay, so WandaVision
phase 4.
Phase 4.
Yes. You want me to go through what's in phase 4?
Sure.
I'm just gonna list them off, so please don't interrupt me, and then we can talk about it afterwards. WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Loki, What If, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Eternals, Hawkeye, Spider-Man No Way Home, although that was just talked about this, but okay, that's weird. Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Into the Multiverse of Madness, Miss Marvel, Thor, Love and Thunder, She-Hulk, and Black Panther are in phase 4.
So She-Hulk and Black Panther aren't out yet. Those
Correct.
are the last 2.
Is She-Hulk? I thought She-Hulk is not out yet.
Nope.
No.
Okay. There's a lot of trailers out now, though.
I do have phase 5. And honestly, the latest trailer, the one I sent you, makes me kind of excited for it.
Really?
She-Hulk?
Like, I'm more excited for that than I was for Miss Marvel. I'll put it that way. My level of expectations is a little bit higher.
Okay.
Was there a particular reason?
The cameos that are in it, obviously having the Hulk in it is nice. Like one of the big guys. The end cameo of that trailer. Spoilers for if anybody has seen these. I'll give you a couple seconds of me just rambling on for you to like exit YouTube and blah blah blah. All right, cool. With Daredevil being at that last scene of that, like that's cool. Fuck you,
okay.
Kyle.
He's a lawyer.
I really like that character. Like that series of Daredevil that was on Netflix, I thought was done very well. Especially out of the Netflix series, that was probably the best one.
Yeah. Those were the ones that made me realize I didn't like Arrow that much.
Yes, I'll agree with that. And I liked Arrow.
Arrow was good at the time.
Flash,
For the time,
Flash,
it was good.
And that Flash was terrible too.
The first season was okay, but anyway.
First 2 seasons of Arrow were good. First 2 seasons of Flash were good.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
So they did good on crossovers though. But anywho, and I like, is it Charlie Cox plays him? Like I think he does a really good job with that character.
Super
too.
good.
So like that gets me excited, is seeing an actor and a character that mesh very well together back.
Yeah. I'm worried about Daredevil though, because as much as I appreciate the risks Disney's taking, they're not taking risks for like violence, I guess. And Daredevil was very realistic. Violence had repercussions. Like people were injured and bloody, and it sucked. And that's a little more, it's like it leads to more interesting storytelling when you're like, this guy's just a guy who's good at fighting. He's not a superhero. He can get damaged. And that's not so true with a lot of Disney things anymore.
Not to get too far ahead, so we won't. But that's why I didn't like Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Because Kingpin is in it,
mm-hmm.
and they did not do his character justice.
He was just
they comic bookified him.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping his character canon.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Was it the same actor and everything as in Daredevil?
Yeah.
Was it? I'll have to go back and watch it.
Vincent D'Onofrio, isn't that?
Yeah. He was fantastic in season 1.
Yeah, he's another guy that's just like, just like RDJ with Tony Stark. Like they pulled that character off perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
He's no Ben Affleck.
Different. We're talking about Kingpin, not Daredevil.
I love Kingpin's character. I did enjoy I forgot his Michael Duncan Keith as Kingpin in the original.
Michael Carter Duncan.
That's him. Yeah, in the original.
2 out of 3
Daredevil.
of his names is good.
Yeah, that was close. He's got a lot of names. So I'll have to check him out because I do like Kingpin. Like Kingpin is just supposed to be a, I'm gonna kill everybody and not care kind of person. Because
if you haven't seen him, you should watch at least the first season of Daredevil.
Yeah.
On Disney
I will
Plus.
say it's on Disney Plus now. Yeah, it's off
Oh, is it now?
Netflix.
Okay.
I watched some of Jessica Jones. It was okay. Which rumor is that she's coming back.
Hopefully, new
I mean,
actress.
I don't know
Same
who
actress.
Jessica Jones
Fuck.
is.
Iron Fist. So these are the Netflix universe of Marvel.
Yeah,
Is
the
he had
Defenders.
Daredevil, Netflix, that's where it's on. Iron Fist, Jessica Jones,
Luke
Luke
Cage.
Cage, and the Punisher.
So
Which I heard the Punisher was
great.
pretty good. I thought he did a good job with that character. Again, staying constant. There's talks about him coming back into the MCU because it
Nice.
is technically a part of the MCU. In the first season of Daredevil, they make comments of relating to the events that happened in the first Avengers movie.
I don't know if Punisher could work nowadays in this
Well, there's
political climate.
Because he just kills everybody.
Yeah, he's very like, I don't want to get political, so I'm just gonna say his views are he's very pro-gun for the use of killing bad guys. Like he idolizes guns, he's super good with them, and that's like I don't know if Disney would want to be associated with that. I don't know.
There's what the fuck movie is it?
What's Iron Man used to kill enemies?
Iron Wars.
Rockets.
Yeah,
What is War Machine used to kill people? The Gatling gun on his back. So it's like
I will say
kill
before we
people.
go down this rabbit hole that could probably end badly. There's talks of him coming back in the series of Armor Wars. And that would include characters like the Punisher and War Machine and others as well. I don't know what. But that was not announced yesterday at Comic-Con. That's where all these announcements were, is San Diego Comic-Con.
I do have one question, and I'm hoping to God that it's not true, but did I see a new Iron Man?
Iron Heart. I saw. I don't know what that is, though.
I saw some premiere Iron Man bullshit that Tom Cruise is fucking Iron Man.
If you hear anything about Tom Cruise and Iron Man, that's a rumor. Nothing confirmed.
Okay. Because I saw this whole fucking trailer yesterday of him being Iron Man, and it was just Iron Man 1 all over again.
I had heard rumors about it because of the What If series, and now they're plugging in all these other dimensions, like with what was it, John Krasinski playing the Fantastic Four guy in that movie.
Not anymore. He's dead.
Yeah, well,
That's a different universe.
That was Doctor Strange. So that's why it was a multiverse. So like I have heard about Tom Cruise being a multiverse Iron Man.
Okay, so like as a cameo, probably, rather than a
Maybe,
full-fledged character.
In one of the two trailers, so it was either in She-Hulk or Wakanda, Iron Man is back. But it talks about it being... No, I didn't send you guys that trailer.
Well, it could be Gwyneth Paltrow.
I'll get it. There is a trailer out that Iron Man is technically back, but it's not
RDJ.
Yeah.
What are they doing
I'll
about
get
Black
into that.
Panther?
In the trailer, you only see the Black Panther suit for a split second at the very end of the trailer.
Ooh, okay.
So it doesn't like allude to who's wearing it or what. Yeah.
That's gonna be tricky.
Also on Netflix would be the Defenders, which is the Avengers version of those characters that we talked about. Which I did watch all of that. Which that one I actually didn't mind the series of Defenders.
I don't remember it.
Punisher was not a part of that.
I remember them like all in a elevator, and they found some dragon bones, but that's really all I remember about the Defenders.
Yeah. I like out of those series, the characters I liked the best were Daredevil and then Punisher. Which
like
in the later
Jessica
season
Jones.
of Daredevil, the Punisher is introduced into.
Okay. I like Jessica Jones, but as a standalone, not as an ensemble. Because I think there's some cool stories to be told for like superheroes have shady secret lives. They do shady things that she's trying to expose or something. That could be cool. But I really like the first season because of her and what's his name? David Tennant. He was super good. He was such a good
bad
villain.
guy.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
All right. Just going off of what was announced, I'm going to go one at a time. We can talk our feelings real quick about them.
Okay.
All right. She-Hulk.
Ignorant. I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know.
I probably won't watch it.
It's got Mr. Blue in it. I don't care.
They need to bring that fucking character back.
So she's just a lawyer who can turn into a big green monster.
Yeah, she's being trained by the Hulk, and that's
she's
his
always
cousin.
green though, isn't she?
No.
Oh,
She
okay.
can turn it on and off, and that's what Bruce Banner is teaching her in the trailers. Abomination is there. He makes it like even the guy that becomes Abomination, like that actor is there as like human form.
Cool.
So he makes an appearance too. That's all. I'm excited for it. Like out of the series, I don't like the second half of WandaVision was good.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Loki was good.
Should have watched WandaVision before watching Doctor Strange.
Yeah, What If was okay. Like it's just the Disney Plus series has been kind of very big miss for me. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I didn't care about. I'm just going through them now.
I didn't watch that. I didn't watch What If.
Moon Knight was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
Did you? I haven't watched that yet either.
I enjoyed that. All right. Kyle back. Where'd Kyle go?
I said he'd be right back.
Oh, fuck him then. All right. The next one that I have on this list is Secret Invasion.
Fuck is that?
There is a trailer out for that. And I've seen that. And that is where the Skrulls are the ones that can change forms, right?
Yeah.
From like Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Iron Man comes back as a Skrull changes into Iron Man. So that Samuel L. Jackson is reprising his role.
Ooh.
It's a secret invasion. It's like a war type video. There is a trailer out for that. I've seen that. Next would be Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Okay. Is it the same director as the other ones? I don't know if you know that offhand.
No.
But yeah, the quantum they can do a lot of weird stuff with the quantum realm, so that could be interesting.
Well, the bad guy in that is Kang or Kong, whatever.
Ooh. Okay.
Kang.
So that's like that's the second time he'll be like a legit character.
That's the first time he's the villain.
Okay.
As the main villain.
That's true. He was just he was very powerful, but not very.
Yeah, he's just introduced.
Moral in Loki. Oh man, I love that show. I might rewatch that one.
That is one of the only out of the Disney Plus series that and Moon Knight are the only ones I can watch from start to finish and enjoy.
Okay.
Loki was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed Loki a lot. Next I have is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Ayo. Is that going to be the same Guardians with the Chris Pratt?
Yep.
And
supposedly there was a teaser trailer that was released, and I've seen some of it, and there's a baby Rocket.
What? Okay.
So I don't know if
they got to replace Rocket because he dies at the end of this one.
What?
Yeah, what one?
Yeah. All the foreshadowing and all the titles. You've never seen that? First one, the title was Brown, Groot died. Second one, the title was Blue, Yondu died. third one.
Oh,
Next one's the title's like red and gold or whatever. That's Rocket's colors.
It's just
colored.
gold. It's not red.
okay.
But it's gold because of the villain of
Oh, the
his
gold
From
name?
that
people.
Gold City.
Yeah, the guy that they created. What the fuck? He's
Adam.
the bad guy in yeah.
Adam Warlock.
Warlock. Yeah, he's the bad guy. He's gold and shit.
Cool.
So I didn't know if there was events that happened in Thor because I know that the Guardians are in Thor.
Mhm.
They're in
there.
Thor. They are
Cool.
in Thor for the
That makes sense.
opening sequence, and then that's it. They're not in it after that.
Okay.
So nothing happens. The only takeaway I had, which was that Zoe Saldana's character wasn't there, which I know she died at the getting the one stone, but then I mean she came back or whatever for Infinity War, but she wasn't part of the group with Thor in the
She's
beginning
not.
of Thor.
Yeah,
So-
At the end of Endgame, she's not. She left, and that's what the Guardians are like.
did
we
she
have to go-
leave?
we have to go
I'm
get
looking
her.
for. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a deleted scene where when Tony Stark dies, that everybody drops to one knee and she just walks away.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
And when Thor is walking, like the sequence of him joining the Guardians is he's just like Chris Pratt, Peter Quill's talking like we have to go get Gamora, and he's like, "All right, I'm joining you now," and he's like, "Oh, great," type deal.
Yeah,
And that was that new
But
Asgard when
I'm
that
the
scene was
handsome
happening.
boss. Yeah.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
looking at the map and it's searching for her, and he comes in and starts swiping on the map and everything.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Yes, that was it. They were in it for the
Oh.
opening 5 minutes. If it was 5 minutes long, it wasn't long at all.
All right, then I have no idea why there's a baby rocket. We'll have to watch it.
I'm excited. I
It might
think
be
I like the
a,
first two.
Yeah, it might be a prelude to his adventures now.
Cool.
Yeah. Those
Next is, sorry, Kyle, go ahead.
I'm excited about Guardians of the Galaxy. I think I know the second one wasn't as well received, but I enjoyed it. I love the
second one.
themes of found family and stuff, so I'm excited for that. It should be at worst, I think it'll be like, yeah, that was an okay movie, but hopefully it'll be good. We'll see.
Excuse me, sorry. The next is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
That's a mystery. Who knows?
Yep.
I hope Shuri's in it. I like her. That's all I
Yeah,
got.
she's in it. Like
Okay.
the trailer kind of opens up like how it's mourning the loss.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm just reading things to kind of know. Mourning the loss of, I mean, obviously it's Chadwick Boseman, but of his character.
Shallow.
Yeah,
I
so
wonder
it's going
how
to
he
be a funeral. I don't want to answer that question badly. It's just basically that. The teaser trailer is just a very somber thing. I just sent a TikTok.
Okay. Are we supposed to watch this and react live?
No.
Okay.
The next one is Echo. It's a Disney Plus
Echo.
series. So that is following. Sorry, door keeps open. No, the
Spooky.
deaf character of Hawkeye, Maya
What?
Lopez, the deaf character.
There's a deaf character in Loki? Or
Deaf.
not Loki. Deaf. Oh,
Deaf.
okay, that lady, yeah. Okay.
Deaf.
Deep.
My grandma used to say before he died.
Okay. So how is she gonna hear the echo?
Okay. Anywho, apparently Kingpin and Daredevil are also going to be in this series.
Interesting.
Okay.
The
Oh,
next
it's a series.
announcement,
Okay.
it's a Disney Plus series, yes.
Okay.
Next announcement on the same streaming platform series-wise is Loki Season 2.
That could be cool.
Yes.
I need
Yeah, that would
more,
be, I'm sure it would be a lot of fun.
I need more Owen Wilson with that mustache. He's great.
Yeah, Sean, how would you like Owen Wilson?
I was hoping he was dead.
He was tame for him. Like he wasn't shooting
Wow.
or anything. He didn't say wow the entire series. I was listening.
I
acutely.
counted it. He said it 7 times.
Okay, you were
Wow.
listening than me.
I have to rewatch it. I bet you that's not true.
I don't fucking know. I didn't. Every time
He
he was
didn't
on
say
it,
it like wow.
Every time he was on, I fucking fast forwarded.
Well, that's the nice
Episodes
thing
that
about fast forwarding now is you get the little clip above
The
it to like
box.
know where.
All right, he's
it is.
disappeared.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can hit play now.
I'm just gonna write to Disney Plus and give me an option to skip Owen Wilson parts.
But you
Yes.
missed the jet ski and stuff. That was so great.
Oh, do you guys want the dates on these too when they're being released? I'll
Let me
say them real
see.
quick to just kind of.
How about the
through
month?
'em.
Just a month.
She-Hulk, August 17th this year. Secret Invasion is, I think that's actually a Disney Plus. Yeah, this is a Disney Plus series as well. Spring, all it says is 2023. Ant-Man and the Wasp feature film, February 17th of 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, May 5th, 2023 in theaters.
Damn.
Wakanda Forever, Black Panther is November 11th of this year. Apparently this list is not in order, so it's throwing me off. Echo is in the next summer of 2023 on Disney Plus, like I said. Loki is summer of 2023 as well on Disney Plus. And this next one that I haven't said yet, but I will now, will be in theaters November 3rd, 2023, is Blade.
Interesting. Forgot about that.
I remember them saying Blade was coming to the MCU, and that's when I saw the first Morbius trailer. I was like, "Is this Blade?" And then it wasn't. It was Morbius. So
It's Morbin time.
Which, also to put disclaimer on these dates, they will probably change. Marvel has been notorious for changing their release
That's a
dates
lot.
of movies.
That's a lot of stuff though, and like,
there's more. I'm not done.
oh my god, they're
Which
really.
Blade has made his MCU appearance technically. I have said in a previous episode of ours a while ago.
I don't
He is
watch this show.
He is.
I'm joking. Sorry.
Yeah. He is. His voice.
Bye, Kyle.
It is in. Come out. His voice is in the, I think, deleted scene. If it's not deleted scene, the very last scene of Eternals.
I
Okay,
haven't seen that one yet.
Blade is?
it's okay.
Blade is, the guy is reaching. It's one of the Eternals' boyfriends. The guy that plays Snow or whatever in Game of Thrones. He is reaching for a sword. And then you hear a voice saying, "Are you sure you want to do that?" or something along those lines. That is Blade.
Okay.
So I didn't even.
Was
It's
it
a
Wesley
deleted
Snipes?
scene or an end credit scene?
Not Wesley Snipes, no. I can't remember if it's a. I mean, I watched it on Disney Plus, so if it was a deleted scene, it was included. But I'm pretty sure it was a end credit scene.
Because
Or
that
mid-credit scene or
guy,
whatever.
quote unquote, kills himself by flying into the sun. I don't remember seeing that at the theaters as an end credit scene. There might have been 2 end credit scenes though. In Eternals, the guy who plays John, the guy who plays.
No, you're thinking of somebody else. You're talking about the main guy in Eternals, like the main leader. He flies in the sun because he's the Greek god that flies too close to the sun and he dies in the sun. That's why there's like symmetry in that. But the guy that plays Snow in Game of Thrones is a normal human being. He's like a professor at like a university.
Yeah,
But he's not an Eternal at all. He's just the one girl that like can touch things or whatever. I can't remember her like boyfriend or whatever.
I
Yeah,
remember seeing him in that movie.
he was only in the beginning and the end, really.
Was he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when they're running from the monsters along like the little river.
Yeah. When they first meet Sprite.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. He was reaching for the sword, and then you hear a voice saying, "You sure you want to do that?" Or "I wouldn't do that." You know, something along those lines. And that voice is Blade. The director even like confirmed it.
Do you know what the sword looks like?
It's like the death
It's
sword.
funky.
Like as he's reaching for it, it's like reaching out towards him as well.
Okay, that's interesting, cool, because not an attempt to give spoilers about Thor, but the main bad guy in the new Thor movie, he was the bad guy because of a cursed sword that is used to slay gods. So
Maybe that's it.
To which the beginning of the movie is them. There's a god that kills the original wielder of that sword, and I wonder if that's going to end up playing into that or not.
Maybe, because I have problems with Eternals, as a lot of people do. But anyway, moving on. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Blade, if they get the Disney treatment, will just be bad because it's going to be like, I chopped the guy's arm off, and it's
not like the Wesley Snipes Blade that was so fucking insane.
Right.
Blood gushers everywhere.
But I haven't watched Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Didn't that get gruesome when she's killing those the Illuminati?
When she was killing the Illuminati, it was pretty brutal. I was actually
I know a lot of people are up in arms like this should be rated R, which Daredevil 3 will become. It was not officially announced at Comic-Con when it will be coming, but Deadpool is in the MCU and they will have a rated R Deadpool movie still.
Cool.
So there's nothing saying these movies can't still turn into rated R.
Money is, because rated R movies don't make as much money, and Disney loves money.
I could find rated R successful Disney movies if you really want me to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, but
especially in a saga that has as strong of a following as the MCU.
There's no rated R MCU movies yet, are there?
I'm just saying, all right, if I told you Blade's going to be rated R, you're not going to go see it?
No, that could be cool. I think
the general public that follows the MCU is going to be like, oh, it's rated R. I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to buy the merchandise.
No, they'll go.
Exactly. It's got one of the strongest followings right now that they could be it's rated G and people are still going to go see it.
Maybe, yeah. But I think a lot of people are like, oh, they're family friendly movies. You probably have taken your kids to see movies, right?
No, I don't want to deal with them in movie theaters.
Okay. Well, I'm sure some people have. I just know historically, they try to reach as wide of an audience as they can. But I think they could sprinkle in a rated R movie here and there. I think Blade is a good candidate for that.
Deadpool will be. It's already been announced. It will be a rated R movie. And that is technically a Marvel movie that has been rated R for 1, 2, and then will be 3.
Okay, cool.
Disney Plus now has parental controls on their streaming services for purposes like that. With rated R movies, because they have other rated R movies that are outside the MCU. So that's I get what you're saying, but it's also too, as weird it is to say as a parent, times are changing. Kids swearing, kids doing this, it's not as taboo as it used to be.
Yeah.
Even family-friendly bands, music artists swear. So it's it's not as taboo as it used to be.
Do the Wiggles swear?
Wiggles, yeah. Fuck your mother when you're done with this concert.
Good team, that's strange.
All right, moving on though. We will be first introduced to this character in the Black Panther movie, but this will be she will be getting her own series arriving fall of 2023 on Disney Plus, and it is Ironheart. I think that's the girl version of Iron Man.
There we go.
I thought that was Iron Man's girl though, his wife.
No, that's Rescue.
Oh.
No, Ironheart's a whole different character.
So, I like that they're not doing another origin movie, so that's good. Spider-Man is a typical, and actually Black Panther. They're the typical their first movie wasn't their introduction. Spider-Man and Black Panther were both introduced, and then they got a movie that was this is an adventure they had. And I much prefer that to more origin stories, especially for an Iron Man. We've already seen an origin story for Iron Man, so that could be cool.
So you prefer the get introduced in somebody else's movie or whatever feature,
Yeah,
and then off of that spin off into their own thing?
yeah. That way they
That's
hit
what
the
you
ground
prefer?
running. They don't have to start from scratch.
Like what's her name in Doctor Strange?
Erica Chavez. Yeah. See, I haven't watched it, but I know some of it. All right. Which I agree. I think if done right, both work. Whether it's a standalone introduction or a joint introduction in an established film. Speaking of already being established, we have a Disney Plus series that will be in the winter of 2023, and it is Agatha, Coven of Chaos.
Wow.
Who the fuck's she?
Witchy.
She's the bad guy from.
I forgot he hasn't watched it. Yeah,
It was Agatha all along.
She's the bad guy from the
WandaVision.
WandaVision, yeah.
I thought that was Wanda.
No, there's a bigger bad guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not necessarily wrong.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
the bad guy, and then it turns out there's a bigger bad guy, so then they fought, and I mean, Wanda's still a
Yeah.
cunt.
There's somebody worse than her. Can you imagine that? You should watch it
Jesus.
and find out.
Take your word for it.
But yeah,
Oh,
wow. Witch stuff. That's all.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if
she's like a one of your OG Salem witches.
yeah, she was one of
It's
the
like a
original
Sweet.
Salem witches. I wonder if
I watched
if
Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That's all I need to know.
what's his name, fake white
Oh, Vision.
Vision will be back.
Yeah, maybe.
What was he?
I
Like,
keep
what was-
calling him White Power Vision, but I should stop.
Well, it's like I don't. What was he made of? Like,
He's
because he
not.
was like he was solid
Kyle with
white.
the white power vision and chocolate people.
It's just
Uh.
soulless.
He was solid white. Like, what was he made out of? I didn't understand exactly what he was. Because he wasn't like there was the dead Vision, which
Wasn't he was created though.
yeah. So I'm like, what was he?
Sword created him.
The sword. Okay.
The sword company created him.
Yeah. And then he
Off
had
of
a-
pretty much
he had a-
stealing Vision's dead body, they recreated him. into
Then he
their
had a
own weapon.
philosophical debate with
Yeah, he looked himself in the mirror.
yeah. I'm looking at the
Man, you
vision.
guys are really driving a hard bargain on this WandaVision.
If you haven't watched it now, you're not gonna watch it now. I don't get any money
honestly,
from it, so I don't care.
The
Yeah.
only part of WandaVision that I mean, it was an all right series. It didn't like at the end of it. I didn't think that it was bad enough where I was like, I wasted time.
Mhm.
But the only thing that I did not get an answer for was there was the dude that they sent through the sewer, and he came up. Do you remember
The
him?
beekeeper.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Where the fuck did he go? He's just
I'm
gone.
I mean, where did everybody else go?
They all became characters in the show, but like they never
Right,
like
exactly.
brought him
He
back.
became a character from Sword. He became a character as a beekeeper, and I'm sure once the bubble died down, he went back to becoming a Sword agent. That would be my guess.
I just felt like
Wow.
they kind of they just disappeared him, and he was gone.
I don't
Magic.
think he got blipped.
Yeah.
All right, moving on though. We have spring of 2024 on Disney Plus series will be
So far away.
Daredevil Born Again.
Okay.
So to Kyle's earlier statement, I agree. I think them being an edgier series is what made Daredevil very nice, and his character very nice. And the way that they have done Disney Plus now with changing parental controls, they could still technically do that because they already still have Daredevil on it.
Mhm.
So you could just kind of do an addition to it.
Okay.
That's my hope, at least. Whether or not they do it like that, it's
We'll
I'm
probably
paid to
know
make
more.
those decisions.
We'll probably know more after we see Echo.
Echo.
Yeah. Because he'll be in it, you said, right? So I imagine
Yes.
if he's being advertised as being in it, he's probably going to be a bigger part than he was in the Spider-Man movie. Probably going to actually be a character.
Probably, or he might be near the end of it. Who knows?
But yeah, we'll see. And he's going to be in She-Hulk, you said too, possibly, right? Because he's a lawyer. All lawyers
They
know each other.
show a character that looks like Daredevil, so I mean, in true Marvel fashion, that could very well be somebody brand new.
That's true. Foggy.
I love Foggy. Moving on though, in May 3rd of 2024, we get our first Captain America movie without Chris Evans. Captain America,
what's his
New
name?
World Order. Sam Wilson taking the shield.
Yeah. Okay. Could be cool.
Is that the
Flying
Falcon?
Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Which the only description I heard about this movie is this is Marvel's version of Suicide Squad. It is in theaters July 26, 2024. We have Thunderbolts. I don't know anything about that.
Thunderbolts. That's what not Thor. Oh my God. That's what Zeus uses. Like that's in Greek mythology, that's the weapon that Zeus uses to just do stuff.
I just think of like Thundercats. I just want to yell, "Ho!"
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Maybe you'll get the chance to yell ho during Thunderbolts.
if they don't, I kind of will be a little upset.
Ho. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
The Suicide Squad or Suicide Squad? Big difference there.
What about
But
the Thunderbolts?
I assume that means the concept where it's like a bunch of villains, maybe like lesser known characters, kind of forming a squad, and anyone could die because they're like not important kind of people. That would be my guess, but I don't know. That's just based on.
There's
absolutely
different Thunderbolts groups from 1 all the way to 11.
Thunderbolt 7. Woo!
Names that I recognize would be Hawkeye, Atlas. I don't know why that name sounds familiar.
That's the guy
Radioactive
with
Man. The Beatles, like the band. Bullseye,
Okay.
Green Goblin. Yeah, so I don't know if this is like
Bullseye, isn't that the guy from Daredevil? Who
Yeah,
like
he's a
throws
big guy.
things or something.
Taskmaster, Venom,
Okay.
Scarecrow, which that's
Huh.
Batman.
That's not the DC Scarecrow though.
Swordsman. I think that's the character. Oh, wasn't he in Hawkeye? Was he like the stepdad that nobody liked? Ant-Man,
Oh, I love that
WandaVision,
guy. He was great. He was so happy.
Man Thing, Juggernaut,
There's some-
Crossbones, Luke
There's some winner
Cage.
names here.
Yeah, that's like there's a lot. Elektra, Red Hulk, Deadpool, Agent Venom, Ghost Rider, Winter Soldier.
Those are all characters
These are all characters on just random
that have been
because there's
in-
the Thunderbolts
in the
8 is a
Thunderbolts.
different group of people than Thunderbolts 9.
Okay, so it's like
So I'm
it's
just,
like a
I don't
group
know.
of lesser
it's like-
characters.
Craven the Hunter, that would be cool if he gets
Oh.
added.
Say he's got to show up here soon because he was in the silhouette in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's different groups
Oddball.
there's a group of Thunderbolts 1 and Thunderbolts 2 and so on and so on. So who's to say what group they're going to take?
So it's just a ragtag group of people, heroes and villains probably combined for some reason.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Suicide Squad.
Could be.
Then in theaters of November 8th, 2024 will be the Fantastic Four.
Interesting. Oh yeah, that's the one. It's going to be another reboot, probably.
Third reboot.
I wonder if John Krasinski's going to be the stretchy dude.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, that could be.
Reed Richards.
I hope Chris Evans comes back as Human Torch.
And he's like
Well, I mean, he's done his Captain America now, so
he's
Right.
like 35 or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
old he
You
is.
look familiar.
Can't have Michael B. Jordan.
Flame
as
on.
Human
I'm
Torch,
outta here.
So
I mean, that turned him off. Robert Downey Jr. had convinced him to come back to Marvel because of that.
Ooh, I didn't know. That.
oh really?
Yep. Yeah. Basically, he had to have a lengthy conversation with Robert Downey Jr. because RDJ was convincing him, like, "Hey, it's gonna be different now. It's not gonna be the same like it used to be. They actually have a plan, shit like that. And that convinced Chris Evans to give Marvel another shot because he was so turned off because of those Fantastic Four movies that he didn't want to be a part. He didn't want to do a Marvel movie specifically.
Okay.
I think the Fantastic Four is a hard sell, just because of the characters and what they can do. I think that I don't know, like as superhero, like the Human Torch is kind of cool by himself, but like the Thing is just another version of the Hulk. Mr. Elastic, I couldn't really give a shit about his powers, and then that one brother can go invisible. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that they're good superheroes.
That's why they're
Like
a team.
Yeah, because they're all
Just
just
get them on
bad.
our team.
Because they're all just bad.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've never read a good Fantastic Four comic. The ones I've read where they're good characters, they're like part of the Avengers or fighting the X-Men or whatever.
The X-Men, yeah.
So I don't know.
Spider-Man.
Maybe there's a good story I don't know about that's like classic, but
yes, I think this is going to be your typical introduction movie, and then after that, it'll be kind of like Thor, where Thor can't do standalone movies anymore. He has to be with other characters as well, likable characters. Like Thor by himself. When was last time they did one was The Dark World, and it did not end well.
I didn't mind The Dark World.
You might
Hated
be.
You might be one of the few only people that didn't like it.
I liked all
But
the
like since
Thors
then,
up
it's
until
been
this last one.
Ragnarok with you had Korg and Loki.
Yeah.
And then since then you've had him with the Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy. Like he's no longer like that. I feel like will be similar to Avengers Fantastic Four, where it would be here's their standalone movie. This is how they got the powers. And then it'll be, well, here's Dr. or Mr. Fantastic in this movie, and here's the Thing in this movie. Here's Human Torch, and I mean, like, I don't think they'll get a trilogy of movies on their own. I think this is their introduction. I feel like they might be best as a Disney Plus series.
Yeah, probably.
But we'll find out.
Yeah, who knows? Things could change too. Probably won't, but
easily change.
I'm excited though for Deadpool being introduced. Implies there's going to be some kind of merging with the X-Men probably, or at least mutants will be involved because I think that opens up a lot of possibilities.
Well, I have two more movies and then we'll get into that very quickly.
All right.
I'll just do these last two. We have Avengers, the Kang. Is it Kang or Kang?
Kang, like Danky
Kang. The Kang Dynasty. That'll be in theaters May 2nd, 2025. And then in the same year, November 7th, 2025, it'll be Avengers Secret War. So it'll be two different Avengers movies that same year. So there's got to be a lot that happens in that.
So that's probably going to be
6
like
months.
the finale, like they did Infinity War and Endgame. That'll be like this post Thanos world finale with the interdimensions, and presumably Kang's gonna be crazy.
Time travel.
Ooh. Hopefully no time travel plus all multiple dimensions is a bit too much.
That's saying Kang doesn't die at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania.
One version of Kang. There's a lot of.
That's a very good point.
There's a lot.
Mutants have been introduced into the MCU. And I said in our group chat. So thanks for listening to me.
I forget everything.
Season finale of Miss Marvel, since we're already doing spoilers. Season finale of Miss Marvel. They say, have you watched any of Miss Marvel?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So in the early season, they're like, oh, how can you work this bracelet into magical powers? Like there must be magic in the powers, blah, 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 or magic in the bracelet. And then the last episode, season finale, I think it's it's the last scene, and then there's an end credit scene as well. The last scene is they're just like, oh, there's more than just magic in the bracelet. You have like some type of mutant gene, and then it does the whole like X-Men cartoon music.
Ooh, fancy.
So like yeah, right. So like that's their way of saying X-Men are in this, mutants are in this universe outside, besides that just Professor X of the Illuminati in Strange.
That wasn't in the MCU. That was in a different universe.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
this is our universe of MCU is now officially been introduced to the X-Men.
Cool. Okay.
Sweet.
That opens up a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of interesting characters that are mutants. And then I don't know. I'm excited. We'll see.
Lot to take in.
Got to bring back what's his Taylor Kitchen as Gambit. Bring back Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Probably not.
Bring them all.
No, the
Bring 'em.
leading guy for Wolverine is Taron Egerton, the guy that does the Kingsman movies.
Guy that played Elton John.
He's been pushing.
Is he short?
He's been pushing the X, to be the next Wolverine. He's been working out to be the next. Training regimen is to be the next Wolverine and all that stuff.
Okay.
So he's so far the leading candidate for that.
They just better bring back the damn yellow suit. That's all I say.
I agree with that. Give it to us.
They're getting some crazy costumes in the MCU. It's pretty cool. So I'm enjoying the costumes. I love the cartoony costumes. They're so
well, that's what I loved about WandaVision when they alluded to the cartoon costumes for Halloween.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was a nice touch.
The new Thor was very cartoony as far as the costumes go.
All right.
I just have such low expectations with Thor.
If you go in expecting a Taika Waititi comedy, it might be okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Have you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows?
I know of it.
The TV show or the movie? The movie's really good, but I also like the TV show. And now he's got a gay pirate show called Our Flag Means Death. I like it. It's a good
That
show.
title screams gay pirates.
You're a gay fish.
Is that based off a real pirate?
No, probably not. Blackbeard's in it, but
I have a fun story that I'll tell off camera about gay pirates.
I bet there were
I
a lot
can't
of
wait.
gay pirates.
I can't wait.
They like
On that note, do you want to segue into Sean's chin scratchers?
Sean's chin scratchers? Sure.
Sure. Next, we're on to our fun segment here called Sean's Chin Scratchers. So it's a fun segment that we like to do every week, where we come to the table with some random questions for our panel here and for our viewers to answer and let us know what they think or how they feel on them, or also to let us know some questions that they want us to ask. So my first question to you guys is, what are some lies your parents told you as a kid that you found out weren't lies?
Did they graduated high school and never did drugs?
That you find out weren't lies?
Yeah.
So your parents...
Rick's going off deep end.
You grew up in a trailer park in fucking Louisville, Kentucky. You think I didn't know what happened then?
Wow.
You just starting off like that.
I meant like
I was gonna
lies.
do like you couldn't put the light on in the car when they're driving,
Yes,
otherwise
exactly.
they'll crash.
Or like no swimming after you eat for 30 minutes or
I was
So
told
those-
the car wouldn't
those are
start
lies,
unless my
though.
seatbelt
Or
was
I can't put
buckled.
my dick in there.
I know I'm saying what are lies your parents told you that aren't lies?
Yeah,
My
well, I
question.
mean, they graduated high
Yeah, like
school.
Santa and stuff like that. Obviously,
Yes,
is on
stuff
the
like
list of
that.
everybody's. But right. I mean, Rick went deep. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. Like, I thought about the light in the car when they're driving, like
Yeah.
that will crash.
I was always told you couldn't drive with flip-flops or barefoot.
Well, that is
Yeah,
illegal.
yeah. So that's not safe, I think, is what I was told.
I was told it was illegal.
Oh,
It is
Oh,
illegal.
jeez.
I remember the one day I drove with my skates on.
I've done that too.
Yeah, I was told car wouldn't start
man.
unless my seatbelt was buckled.
That's good.
My parents didn't lie, so I have no...
Right there. That's a lie that they told you.
A lie.
I don't know. Probably something like... I don't think this was me. It reminds me more of Jake's parents, but we'll always catch you if you do something wrong. We
Oh,
always
yeah.
catch you.
That would-
like, oh,
dude.
you're right. Yes, you will, because you caught me.
That
one
was, I've used it on my kids too. When I said, when you lie, you always get caught.
time. They know. They don't.
For the most part, they were right.
Oh, okay.
Freaking Adam parking behind it.
Oh man.
But yeah, for the most part, they are. You're 100% right. That was more my parents than yours.
Yeah. I can't. I don't know. If you don't do your homework, you won't succeed. I saw.
You take ibuprofen before you go to bed, you won't wake up with a hangover.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Huh.
That don't.
Don't
I don't
worry.
know. I don't have anything fun. I'm sorry.
All right. So my next question for you guys is, what are some things that, used to be normal tasks or whatnot that suck now that we're in our 30s? Like just normal
Walking up
daily
the
things.
stairs.
Seriously, breathing, like
Sleeping wrong. Like fucking
sleeping's terrible.
sleep on your
Cooking.
side wrong. Your neck is done. You're turning your head too
Oh
fast.
man,
you're fucking
I wake
down.
up so I wake up so stiff that like kids were walking down the stairs in front of me after I woke up, and they legit asked, and they were concerned if I'm okay. I was like, yeah, like I'm just super stiff, like I'm just old.
Driving to work.
When I was young, I loved driving to work. It was so fun. Now that I'm old, but yeah, when you are young, driving is like fun and exciting because it's new. But yeah,
And now it's a burden.
I've been old for so long. Like I had back pain when I was 16. You guys know from sleepovers, I always had to sleep in a nice bed. I was super spoiled about that. So I don't know. I've been old for a long time.
You heard you snoring whether you're on a nice bed or on the floor.
Yep.
Mine is the dependence for caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough for me. I'm gonna be cutting some of that out for me, so
I think
it's gonna be a grump.
I don't know if this is because I'm older, because just the way technology is, but I suck at like letting myself like exist and be bored. I always end up on social media and it sucks and I hate it and I want to get better at that. But that's something I didn't have to face when I was young.
Because we didn't have social media when we were young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say just like working, like whether it's around the house or anything like that, it just sucks more now.
Yeah.
Even
Right.
mowing my lawn, it's just like I had this house now for 7 years, and it's not the same from 7 years ago to now.
Damn. You can always get back into shape though.
Working
Is
at
that-
it, just bought a bike.
There you go. That's fun. That's cool. Yeah, unless you're like 70 and you've spent your whole life sitting and doing nothing, it's never too late to get your life back in order, to work out and stuff. But the one thing I did, oh crap, I forgot it already. My memory.
His
No.
old age. Yep.
That's as far as I know, as far as I remember, it's always been bad. Damn it, I can't remember.
Says the
Somebody
guy
else-
that's still going to school.
Probably works out the
Relearning
most
the
between
same
all
thing.
three of us combined too.
So this is kind of niche, and I don't know if you guys will relate to it or not, but movies and TV shows and stuff, because I've seen so many like cliches and tropes and themes and stuff. Now, like movies have to do something like extra to be like exciting. It's less, movies and TV shows are just generally less exciting. I mean, it helps that there's, streaming and stuff made things crazy because there's new types of shows and stuff. But yeah,
Become
it's
more
like,
background noise than anything.
yeah, sometimes. Like, what's the one? Arrow, not Arrow. Oh my God, Hawkeye. I found really boring overall. It was kind of meh. But if you were young, that could be like a crazy show, and you could be like, I'm gonna dress up like the Arrow people, and it's gonna be awesome. That's one thing. I don't know. It's kind of niche. What is it?
Couldn't
You're the
tell you.
educated
I
one.
don't speak that lingo.
Okay.
I'm not a hipster.
Hippie.
All right.
All right, next question. I'll also say playing video games because I have kids, so it's hard.
Right. All right. So my next question for you guys. So growing up, we like cartoons. And in those cartoons, sometimes there were songs that were created in the cartoons. So what is your favorite or best fictional song from a cartoon?
Well, Kyle's mom's big fat bitch in the whole wide world.
Oh my god.
Right. All the boys and girls.
Oh man.
I mean, it could have been like a cartoon movie too, but it was still.
Yeah, I was thinking
premise.
of the movie from Goofy movie, the song from there.
Dude, that's free Eye to Eye. That's a great song. That is an awesome song.
Mine is from Hey Arnold. Mr. Wins the Simple Things. It's Randy Travis singing, but it's. You remember that song? I got the simple things.
Yeah.
I'll send you the video so you can remember the song. You'll know it as soon as you hear it.
Oh, okay.
I know there's other songs out there, but I cannot think of them right now.
SpongeBob got tons of certified bangers.
Fun.
Campfire song, fun.
The Rip My Pants. I think of Rip My Pants all the time.
Oh gosh,
There
and
you
I
go.
had,
That's a good one.
Instead of I rip my pants, I say I shit my pants.
I also
Goofy
sing
Goober.
Goofy Goober. I sing all the time.
The Krusty Krab pizza song.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that one.
I know it's
The
not.
Krusty Krab pizza.
Oh.
It's the
It's
pizza.
the pizza for you and me.
Nice.
Or is it the one where they did the Super Bowl halftime show? I know that's a real song,
Yes.
but
Winner takes all.
It's a great song.
Yeah. But I don't think this was in the show, but I remember a song called My Best Friend Plank. I think there was like a time on Cartoon Network when they made like little tiny music videos based on TV shows. Like there's one for Courage the Cowardly Dog. Who's gonna get the door? And then there's My Best Friend Plank. My best friend Plank. Yeah, those were good.
I can remember that. I mean, it's not my horse. That's my horse? No, that's my horse.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good one too. That was like 3 notes or something too. Super simple.
It's the same words over and over again.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that those. Oh, there was a Powerpuff Girls one too. But yeah, I Best Friend Plank is probably my favorite.
all right.
The Pokemon theme song I get in my head a lot too.
Yeah, but I was thinking more of songs that were in an episode.
Yeah.
Not a theme
How
song.
about Icky Vicky from Fairly Odd Parents?
There you go. Yeah. Icky Vicky, you're so icky. All the man around you makes me oh so sicky. Yeah, holy shit, I forgot about that one, dude. That's a good one.
I forgot about that one. I just bursted out into song, but I forgot about
more than I knew.
Sean pulls out a drum set. And
That's a good one. dude.
Yeah.
That was good. Oh man. All right.
All right, Ricky. All right. So next one for you guys. So what celebrity do you guys think is genuinely actually a nice person?
Keanu Reeves,
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
that's
pretty
a good one.
well known for being a nice person.
Hugh Jackman.
Um,
I don't know.
I was thinking, I mean, I know these are actors. I was thinking even just like John Taffert, the guy that does Bar Rescue. I mean, he can be a prick in the show, but I mean, he's generally doing the stuff in the show to be better than. So
Yeah, I think guys like Simon Cowell and the cook. I can't even think of his name.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. I think those guys are
who's that
portrayed
one?
worse than they are.
He was the
Right.
hockey player who was an enforcer, the George LaRock.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
He was super
Black guy.
big into. He did tons and tons of Make-A-Wish and all that shit. Like he would,
Oh, shit.
drop everything to go do that stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
John Cena's one to do that too.
Yeah, he does a lot. He actually, I think John Cena has the record now because they keep track of that. He has the record for the most Make-A-Wishes made.
Yeah, he just freaking flew out to Russia or Ukraine, one of those two that are in war, just to see somebody.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
intense. Well, I know Tom Hanks is a classic one too. People always talk about him being a cool guy. But yeah. Oh, John DiMaggio. I don't know a lot about him, but he's the voice actor for Jake and Bender. Yeah.
I have a voice actor. This isn't really me.
Yeah, Jake's just though this is just a puppet or something. But yeah, John DiMaggio, I don't know a lot about him, but I know he like held out for contracts so that everyone could get paid as well for the Futurama thing that's going to be coming out, hopefully, which I think is pretty cool. He was like willing to just tank it, not get paid or whatever, just so that everyone else got paid as much. It's a pretty cool move.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So my last one for you guys. Do you guys think you could ever do stand-up? Do like a 10-minute bit, get up there and do stand-up?
I have written stand-up dialogue.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Do you have a joke?
Like
Let's try it.
No, I don't know if I could be in front of people like that, but I have back in high school I used to write full. I mean, I don't know how long it would have taken, but it probably wouldn't have been a full half hour. Yeah, I've written my own stand-up dialogue. Like I did that stuff back. I used to want to be a stand-up comic when I was little.
No.
The big thing now is there's hecklers.
Oh yeah,
like, it seems like that's a huge thing right now. It's stand-up comedy is based more off of the responses to hecklers than it is of actual comedians.
Right.
Yeah, it's really stupid if you think about it too, because you go to any other type of live performance, and what would happen if somebody was to like start yelling or heckling from the audience? You'd be kicked out.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
like at a comedy show,
they use it.
Yeah, they just like it's part of the thing. So like, but I mean, you have a performer there who's a comedian. You're there to perform, but then you end up getting shit on by somebody in the crowd. So it's kind of, I mean, some of them can reverse it and
they could dish it out very nicely and work with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, some can't though. But
yeah, it depends.
That's my comedy of me. Is like it's like improv type thing. Like I do in the moment stuff. I can't like script it.
Write it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not funny, so
no.
Thank you.
No.
No, I suck. I couldn't do that. I can't tell jokes. Like
it's not like more or less like punchline jokes for me. It's like
I'm not. I think you can get by if you're a really good storyteller, but I'm not super great at that either.
Ricky, you'd like that one comedian. He's deceased now. That Mitch something.
Mitch Hedberg.
Oh yeah, Mitch Hedberg. He was pretty funny.
Yeah, he just told straight like punchlines. Like
yeah, he was pretty funny. And honestly, like my favorite comedian of all time, who he was funny on the stage, but as far as the improv goes, like he used to be on radio shows. His name was Patrice O'Neill. He was probably the funniest person I think to ever live because of the shit that, you know, when you're on a radio show and stuff like that, like it is all improv. And that was when he was absolutely funniest, was when he was doing that. Because you have there's another one, Jim Norton, who was on a radio show.
Hilarious.
He's very funny when he's on radio, but like I've watched his stand-up comedy and
it's not that good.
It's not good. Like because he writes it and then he, you know, you have like the pauses for people to laugh, and it's just kind of weird how he does it. Like he doesn't know how to deliver a joke on stage, but in improv and in person, he's one of the funniest people alive. But
probably because
he used to be on Opie and Anthony all the time.
Oh yeah, he was one of the hosts. Yeah, Patrice O'Neill is one of my favorites all time. He was funny, fucking funny as hell.
Nice.
When you're on like a show, like a smaller show, you're usually trying to make the other person laugh, and that's a lot different than trying to make a crowd laugh.
Yeah.
That's probably partially why. Also, you get feedback with a crowd. You get positive or negative feedback, nothing else in between. When you're with a person, you get like a lot more detailed.
And that's why, like, I think like I would have a better chance of being an actor than a comedian. Because it's not just me and the audience. It's a lot more scripted, obviously, but like, I don't know.
I mean, I've taught and I've told jokes and the class laughed, so Their grade
Oh,
depends
bad for
on
you.
it, though. So
Were they science jokes? Were they about Thomas Edison?
maybe I should tell jokes about Thomas Edison. Was he
Funny guy.
the DC or Ace? Yeah, he was the DC electricity guy, right?
Yeah,
He invented the light bulb.
Sure.
Okay,
I mean, he didn't really invent the light bulb. He stole the idea, but
the bastard.
Tesla invented it. Just
Okay.
didn't have the money to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Spent it all on hookers.
Yep. Hookers and blow.
Yep.
So then I have a
Blow was a
follow-up
little
question.
boy though.
Yeah. Blow was a
Um,
little Asian kid.
what? Never mind.
Jake got it.
All right. So if you were to have an open mic night, you can do whatever, but you have to spend at least 10, 15 minutes on stage doing something to try to entertain a crowd of just general people. What would you choose to do?
Bring you on stage.
I'd just have a panic attack.
If he's so entertaining.
Probably, yeah.
Like, this is Kyle, and I just walk off.
I go
Where
out
are you
there with
gonna-
a mop.
There's
that's
SpongeBob
pretty good.
reference.
Oh.
Yeah. Those,
Yeah, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I guess just I don't really remember what my jokes were from when I was pretending to write comedy. So
Oh, they're probably inappropriate. Not like it would be so.
probably very inappropriate now.
Yeah.
That'd be tricky.
I'd say I'd
Man,
try to
those,
do
those
stand-up.
TSA agents you just let anything on board now. Probably couldn't say that one, but that one might have been written in 2000, 2001-ish.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh man, TSA sucks. Anyway, it's tough though.
They were worse then. They didn't do anything.
Hey. Oh man.
Can't even joke about that at the airport.
Oh man.
They'll take
Yeah,
you right out.
That joke bombs.
Oh. There you go. Mm-hmm. All right. Got any more questions?
That is all I got, gentlemen.
Who's your favorite Power Ranger? Seeing Ricky's
Zach.
hat.
Who?
Was he the Black Ranger? I'm assuming.
Jason.
I like green.
Tommy.
I was a big fan of the
Tommy.
green. I see. I liked him as the Green Ranger, not
Not
as
as
the
White
White
Ranger?
Ranger.
Yeah.
Because I like the Dragon Zord and the flute.
And Kimberly was everybody's first crush.
Kimbali.
I was
Remember-
seeing a video. So like, the Yellow Ranger was the
Trina.
Asian chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
And the Black Ranger was the black one.
Yeah. No, it's just in the Pink Ranger was a girl. The white girl. So it was just super racist show.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was super racist.
No one
So-
thought that was a bad idea. Huh.
Well,
so
it was
bad.
like
It was-
1994, Kyle.
The Blue
Yes.
Ranger was the gay boy.
Yeah.
Well, I like to
Um,
look at that stuff and be like, look at how much progress we've made. in the
So,
last-
yeah, whatever. So, with all that
30
being
years.
said, why? I know the answer to this. I'm just curious if you guys know the answers. How come? So you had the two girl Rangers, Yellow Ranger and Pink Ranger. The Pink Ranger had a skirt. The Yellow Ranger didn't.
Because she was the token girl. I don't know. The other one was the token Asian or whatever.
I guess so. Yeah.
So like anything American, that's pretty much good. It was stolen from somewhere.
Oh, from Japan.
was-
Yeah.
From Japan, yeah. And the Yellow Ranger was a guy.
Oh.
Okay, I do remember that now.
So they kept the fight scenes, but they just changed characters.
Okay.
Okay.
But also in the movie, isn't the Yellow Ranger the guy? Or
Yes.
no, he's the Blue Ranger. Because there's the cast changes from the movie to the show.
Yeah, Tommy's not in the movie.
No, the
Or
first
Jason's
movie.
not in the movie. I
The
mean.
first movie, it's the same people. They made a second movie.
Turbo, yeah, Turbo.
Turbo.
Yeah, but Jason's not the Red Ranger in the
Oh,
movie.
right. Yeah, the
Are you
cast
sure?
is different. 100%.
I don't know. I'm gonna
The
say
only ones that are original are Kimberly and Tommy.
I'm gonna call BS on that one.
Ooh.
Just watched it not that long ago.
The drama unfolds. The stakes are high, higher than they ever have been. Who is? Correct.
All right, so we're doing the movie to the show.
Yep.
Power Rangers. If I can spell, where's autocorrect on laptops? Cast.
BM. Woo.
Oh, geez, of course it pulled up the freaking 2017 movie.
Wait.
1995. There it is. All right. Aisha was played by Karen. That was the same. Okay.
Yeah, she was the Yellow
Oh
Ranger.
yeah,
in the
she's
movie.
different. Yeah, she's a black
Zach.
chick in the
Yep.
movie.
Zach and yeah. Zach was different. It was Adam in the movie. It wasn't Zach. And then Jason was played in the series by Austin St. John. And in the movie, Jason was.
I think it's even Jason, is it?
Yeah, it's not Jason. They all go by different names now.
Yeah,
Other than
Rocky?
Tommy
No.
and Kimberly.
Billy is
Rocky.
still Billy though.
Billy is, yeah. You have Tommy,
Yep.
Kimberly, Aisha,
Pink Ranger is
and
still
Billy.
the Pink Ranger. Yeah. Tommy is still Tommy.
I'm assuming Rocky was the guy then?
So they changed. Yeah, Steve
Rocky's the Red
Cardenas
Ranger.
played Rocky. So yeah,
Yeah.
they changed the red, the black, and the yellow Rangers.
So who's right?
Aisha? Who is Aisha then?
She's the Yellow Ranger in the movie.
Yeah, she became the Yellow Ranger.
Okay, so the Yellow Rangers stay the same.
No.
No, because the Yellow Ranger in the show is the Asian chick.
Yeah, now it's a black chick.
Does the color actually mean anything? Like,
So-
do they get
All
different
All right,
powers
so who
or
played
something?
the Yellow Ranger in the movie? Oh, okay, never mind. I see.
In the movie was a black
I see.
chick.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, they added her under this as well. Because Trini was the Yellow Ranger. Got it. It was just poorly written here on Google.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Is there new Power Rangers coming out? It's about time for that.
There was supposed to be. They had that movie in 2017 with an end credit scene alluding to the Green Ranger being added to the universe, and it did so bad that they scrapped the idea. Just like they
Hooray.
scrapped the dark universe of the Mummy and
Oh,
Werewolf
man.
and all
The
those.
Blue
other
Ranger's
things.
53 years old now.
He tried to kill himself.
He did.
Blue, da, da, be a
Mhm.
patata,
He was
blue, da,
criticized
be,
for being
da, da.
gay.
Yeah,
Yep.
Green Gay.
Oh man.
So I got kicked off the show.
Fell into deep depression.
Man, that sucks. It's okay to be gay.
It's okay to be gay.
Mm-hmm. It was a different time. Anyway, I don't know what just happened. I heard a lot of names and rangers and colors and stuff. What did we
I
learn?
remember one of my first moments of like, I don't know what's happening, but I like it, was when the Pink Ranger was all tied up and you could see her boobies really nice. And that was way back in the day. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, but it's like, I kind of like this. I don't know
That
why.
was my Topanga when she comes back to Philadelphia from New York City and she's standing in the rain scene outside
Right.
the kitchen door. That
Speaking
was
of that,
my
anybody
moment.
seen her Maxim magazine photo shoot?
No, she's got a podcast. I was listening to the podcast. She does it with the guy that plays Sean and Eric Matthews.
yep.
The three of them do it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just had Mr. Feeney on.
Yeah. They had Mr. Feeney and then they had the dad as well.
The dad. Yep.
Mr. Matthews.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's not a bad
Not
podcast.
bad. It's like an hour long or so.
And it ain't no beer league bench warmers, but
Ain't no beer league bench warmers, no. But they have commercials, so that means they get paid.
Mm.
oh, I just haven't told you guys we have commercials. I get paid every time somebody watches their videos.
Wow.
That would be pretty fucking nice.
Yeah.
I do the ad reads at the end.
Ah, yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
And then Jake
You got
edits
anything
them.
else?
Nope.
Yep, I do.
We have been going for like an hour and a half. So 2 hours and a half.
Almost 2 hours.
Jesus.
So I'm good.
Yeah, I
You
got
guys
nothing
good?
else. Anybody else got any other questions?
No,
I don't think so.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I'm copying Kyle.
I wanted to see how close
I'm a
my
little
hand.
bit blitzed though, so I'm fine copying Kyle right now.
I'm just going through. We haven't posted a video in a month.
Yeah, we had some time off, you know.
Yeah, it's good to take breaks every now and then.
Yeah, it's. I mean, nobody's missing us. In the last 4 videos combined, we've gotten 9 views.
I'm not in it for the views. So.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All right.
That might be part. We had 20 views.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Do we still post these to Facebook?
Then
I'm
we
gonna
haven't
start
done
doing
one in a
that. Think
month.
about that every once in a while. How
The
I
next-
haven't really been partaking in the.
The
Hey,
next
we have a
video
new
we
video.
do that was double digits 5 months ago.
Nice.
Actually, the one that did the best, the 20 view one, is the fast food tiers.
Ayo.
That was a fun one.
That was.
20 views? That's a lot of views.
We got to do that with cereal.
Oh yeah. What do you want? What do you want these 4 random people's opinions on? Let us know. We can rank things.
Yeah, let's rank things. Even if it's like things we don't know, we'll figure it out. Cars,
You gotta rank
like
beer.
make 'em models and
cars.
stuff. Beers, yeah.
Don't
You could do
don't
alcohol
you-
real well.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so nice. You go out to the corner store or whatever, you buy just like tall boys of each of them. So that way you sip them on and be like, oh, you know what? That would be, that's up
That's a good
here or that's
idea.
down there.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I like it.
If we
Gotta
weren't
do
so
like
I was
gotta do like real bad ones too, like Steel Reserve and fucking
Natty
OB
Ice.
and Natty Ice. Yep.
I still have my chip.
I was thinking about doing it, but it never came up. Maybe next
That
episode.
chip is somewhere. I gotta find it.
It's
I
gotta
have
be
it.
expired by now.
Whatever.
I'm so
Yeah.
scared of the chip.
It's a chip.
Why?
I pooped a
Get a-
lot
Get a
already.
big old
I haven't
glass of
shipped
milk.
solid for 3 weeks now. I ain't
Yeah, you'll be
fucking
fine,
doing-
Sean. Yours comes out like water. It'd be great.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
probably
you
the
need more
best
fiber.
case.
No, I need to get over my fucking sickness, bro. That's what I
Honestly,
need.
fuck. If you're going like that, if just eat the chip and then just shit in the shower. Like
Oh.
it's not even gonna be a big deal then. Like
Oh.
use the faucet, rinse
Oh.
yourself out. You're gonna be good.
Oh.
It's gonna be perfect. Well, you guys never shit in the shower?
No.
I don't. Oh,
That was Rick's second moment of I don't know what's happening, but I like it.
I was a young lad, didn't know that was a bad thing to do.
I think also go under the lies that he was told that aren't true, that you can't shit in the shower.
Yep. No
You're-
shit
you're
in
wrong.
the shower. Graduate high school.
I almost just died.
I think it grossed Kyle out pretty bad.
just thinking of all the times I've cleaned the hair out of the drain.
Oh.
Hey, you get a big piece, just
Oh,
you get a big
Ugh.
piece, just keep doing it.
oh. I might not eat the rest of the day.
This is a good point to end. How about it?
Ugh.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
Uh,
Thanks for tuning in. Glad to be
Yeah.
back.
Don't poop in the shower.
clean your showers.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.